Alright guys, welcome to game 2 of Berserk against DUC. This is Reigns and Prophecy from NAV TV, and this is also the Telkom Gaming DGL Premier Division. First ban Axe. I think this is a bit of deja vu. I'm sure that DUC banned the Axe first game as well. And then it was the mid follow up. I forget what it is, but
Storm
there we go.
Spirit.
I think they Storm Spirits and the Lion respected ban. It was their own team, but anyway, what do you think so far? It's standard, and I think that the DUC team might be banning, maybe an anti-mage or sniper this time.
Yeah, I think they might ban out that sniper. Anti-mage, I think that was more just the fact that they gave him a really, really easy lane up against the Phoenix, and the Phoenix wasn't able to get much done. But the sniper really did cause a lot of problems for DUC there. So they'll either ban him or pick him. I think they have first pick this game. Yeah, they'll have first pick, so they could grab him in the first phase, which I think they should do, but they're going to ban out the Faceless Void. I'm not quite certain why they're banning out the Faceless Void. I mean, he's potent, but he's not really that potent, as we also see the Troll Warlord banned out now.
Yeah, the Void definitely odd in the first tier. I think if they picked it, would be better as well. This is DUC letting out something odd once again. First pick Juggernauts. In the lobby, I noticed that Legends was, referring to please give us first pick, and if they leave out information like this so early into the game, they were easily counted, just like how Enigma was so early picked by the UC in the first game. But now they have a sniper to follow up, so I might take all the information back. But on the other side, BZK does have a Vengeful and a Batrider with a nice initiation. So there we go already. The Batrider is able to counter the Sniper as well as the Juggernauts if he wants to. So I think BZK is actually, still outsmarting them in terms of drafting, Prophecy.
Yeah, it did seem as though DUC... I mean, if you're not going to ban out the sniper, you're going to have to pick him at this stage. That's really how it seems to be going. So the fact that they grab the sniper this early as well as the Juggernaut, I mean, it's giving away their lanes pretty easily here. Berserk can just almost draft the counter. They have got the Batrider, they got the Vengeful Spirit, which is the major counter to the Batrider. So I think DUC is... they are a little bit open-handed with their draft here. They should be a lot more... they should keep their cards a lot closer to the chest, because it's worrying. It seems a little bit too easy here for Berserk if things continue the way they are in this draft.
Yeah, the active heroes are definitely on ducks so far, but it depends how they're going to pair up the supports in the offlane, or who they're going to be. And since the sniper is going mid, judging the information I have is that Juggernauts will be the carry position one. We still have to see, or I think for the UC side, they're kind of scared to see what BZK is going to pick up for the carry, and this might hurt them real bad, as you said, for the counters. But so far they did ban out the Storm Spirits, which is good because they have a sniper, but already letting out your Venge and Batrider to swap out and just initiate against a sniper at the backline is already going to hurt the team. But yeah, the Omni Knight ban, I think that's pretty good, just to keep the repel out of the game. So there you go, a one silence or one BKB type of spell is gone already. And here we go with the Slog next. That's pretty clever as well. I never thought of that. The Blink Pounds ulti, that could kill Sniper pretty easily.
Yeah, but I mean, you banned out the Blink Pounce, but they already have the Batrider. I don't think Berserk was really going to go for a Slog here. But I mean, Reigns, if you think about it here, the Vengeful Spirit has been picked up. Now, what's to stop Berserk, who have the next pick, grabbing something like the Skyreth Mage? I mean, at that stage, Sniper has some serious issues getting away from any gank that comes in his way in mid lane.
Yeah, that is true. I think Skyreth Mage as Ancient Seal or Silence is pretty OP against any hero that requires to cast a spell in order to do some damage, aka the Omni Slash, for example. Imagine getting caught off, you can't cast Omni Slash, you can't Blade Fury. That is pretty irritating. And here we go with another kind of clever move from, not kind of clever, very, very clever move from BZK with the Moonlight Shadow. DUC is going to need to get some wards or get some sentries to spot out things like that, because it works like a smoke. You don't see them in a map, but when you do, it's probably going to be a gang and it's going to hurt your team. But this Witch Doctor pick, something different. Also, it could be really good with the Maledict picked up with the sniper. It could actually kill the heroes pretty quickly.
Yeah, it will do quite a good job. We'll have to see what they pair him with, though. But I like the Mirana pick here from Berserk. It's open-ended. You don't know if she's going to be a support or if she's going to be a core. I think she'll be the core, though. It's just me guessing. It could also be the support, but it does give them another long-range sort of initiation. The Sacred Arrow, they can set that up with the Magic Missile from the Vengeful Spirit, or even swap into the arrow, and that'll really do a ton of damage. And I mean, as you mentioned, the Moonlight Shadow, we did see DUC were pretty poor on their warding. I mean, obviously that came as a result of being so far behind and not really having money, but that Nyx Assassin was doing way too much work for Berserk in Game 1.
Oh my goodness, this Wraith King pick. Actually now, I think Berserk is just as confused as us so far whether to play the Mirana core or support, because they could do the same thing for the Wraith King. I don't know if this is going to be a support Wraith King or a core Wraith King that could go carry safe lane, but they have 3 stuns in the tri lane, and I think that is already very scary for even any off lane for DUC. Just imagine setting up the stuns and then the Mirana 5-second arrow into it. There's no way you are going to survive. But as you said, let's see what the Witch Doctor is going to be pairing up with. They have 37 seconds, so wow, the choices are pretty narrow.
Yeah, I mean, the Skywrath Mage is still an option. It would actually be a pretty good hero here. We've got the Silence will do quite a lot of damage to both the Wraith King as well as the Batrider. They're going to go with the Dazzle, so it's a little bit more defensive than I would have thought. But yeah, it's like, as soon as I saw Berserk's draft with the Wraith King, it just reminds me of, what is that line again? It's Smoke and Mirrors, because that is really what Berserk is throwing up here. They've got the Batrider, you know he's offlane. You've got the Vengeful Spirit, you know she's a support. And then Mirana and Wraith King are like, okay, now what's going where? Which one is the support, which one's the carry? So it puts a little bit of doubt in DUC's mind during the draft, and that's really what you want. You always want them to keep guessing what you're doing. And I mean, either one of these heroes could do a fine job as a carry.
Yeah, I think in the end, if they get kills like they did last game, both of them will be playing position 1 and 2. But yeah, the Necro ban, not too bad, but why would you ban a Necro if they already have enough stuns or enough damage to be able to take down a hero to create some space? But they will have Ancient Apparition, which kind of tells me that Wraith King will be playing the carry, and Mirana, I think she's either going to play mid or offlane. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think she's going to be the offlaner. Batrider will be going mid up against the Sniper.
That is actually going to be pretty hurtful for the Sniper once again. I think just as DUC decided to go hey DPS mode on it's so Soda, who was playing the Sniper, is now Mirana mid, and it looks like that Hurley is going to be playing the Batrider offlane. But let me go with DUC's team, and Prophecy will announce Berserk for you. DUC Legends, who was the OD, is now playing a Juggernaut, and I don't know. Okay, he's actually going to play carry this time. Flace, who was the Medusa carry, is going to mid lane. Era was the Phoenix, and I think that he just got demoted to Dazzle plays. DJRS is this time playing the Clockwork offlane, and Titan, the new support player I was talking about, is the Witch Doctor going to the safe lane as well. So Prophecy, you and Berserk.
Alright, for Berserk, we have Hurley picking up that Batrider. He's going to be going to the offlane. Soda, the mid lane in Game 1, he's going to be grabbing that Mirana. Bob Quills is going to be taking the Wraith King. The Real Slim Scratty will be taking the Ancient Apparition, and Bob Yules will be taking the Vengeful Spirit.
I don't know about you, but I feel like Berserk really have to improve with their names. The name's cancer. But yeah, you don't see your Despicable Me kind of character on your courier. It's going to be a pretty interesting looking bunny.
It's Mayne the Jade Rabbit. I'm not a fan of this one. I prefer the other bunny, but yeah, it looks like we got some action down here on the bottom lane. And that should secure the
As
bounty
well
rune
as
for
that
the
top
Jugger.
lane. Yeah, the Jugger at the bottom lane does get it. The Wraith King up top does as well, and that actually sacrificed the Radiant side. Now that's okay. It doesn't really matter since it's level 1, but the power cogs has been used, and you know your supports is getting low on the mana, but it doesn't really matter because he'll be pulling or stacking creeps anyway in the jungle. So against a Clockwork. You don't think that you're supposed to be afraid or anything, but let's just see. I mean, Bob Coles, who's anti-mage last game, is now more passive in the early game, but as soon as his items up once again on the Wraith King, it's going to be hell of powerful.
Yeah, we do see Hurley just being forced out of the bottom lane. He's going to try and fight here with Titan. I don't know if Titan can actually take that fight all that well, but yeah, it's definitely worrying for the DJRS. This is not a lane that he wants to have any real part of. I actually think the Clockwork's a bit weak against this lane. I don't really know why they picked him, because it's going to be very, very easy to just proc a triple stun on him. You get the Wraith King, you get Bob Yule's stun with the Vengeful Spirit, and then the Cold Feet will proc on the clock, and then he's in deep shit at that stage, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Clockwork as their last pick even, they're still stuck onto the previous meta. It's basically like a TI2, TI3 kind of pick. But, you know, since they have it already, I guess they have the opportunity to initiate more than they can last game, which is not too bad. I mean, if you get the Bat Rider or Avenge, for example, or even an Ancient Apparition at level 6, you're able to get some items, get some gold, and I think that's really good for DUC. But meanwhile, mid lane, the Mirana actually still, okay, very even in terms of last hits, but he's managing to push out the lane as a Mirana, which actually tells us that he's doing much better in the lane control. But let's see how this goes. It's only 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he's taking quite a bit of damage here. He might very well die. No, he's going to be able to get out there. Unfortunately, not controlling the creep aggro and taking quite a bit more damage than he wanted to.
Yeah, I think he was actually creating a little bit space. Hopefully the creeps will make space for him to get that arrow in and basically have the level 1 Starstorm. That could have killed him pretty easily.
The Flash might jump in
here.
the other.
Chased by Clockwork. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, there's going to be maybe a stun. Not even. I think Bob Eels was like, okay. Oh, but the arrow goes in as well after that stun. Actually gets something. A level 1 Starstorm gets in as well, and he's going to get the first blood. So well played by Bob Eels with that rotation, with the Invis rune, of course, which is very unlucky for the mid player Flace, who's once again just losing another death since game 1.
Yeah, and that comes down to the fact that they don't have a ward watching that top rune. So unfortunately, I do think the sniper should have been a little bit more careful up on that lane. As we see DJRS going to get stunned up. There's no cold feet. It's a bit too late. Yeah, I think if they'd proc the cold feet first, it would have been a little bit better for them. But yeah, so that kill, I think, just slightly too easy. No rotations from the DUC supports. They could have perhaps tried to help him, particularly the Dazzle, who does have that grave, but no TP scroll. So yeah. BZK, I think that was just too easy of a first blood. It should have been a little bit more difficult for them to land that.
Yeah, I think that if DUC managed to the supports actually, you know, as you said, no TP scrolls. I think they have the goal to have TP scroll at least. I mean, Titan's got one, but he picked it up after you mentioned it, so it doesn't really count anymore now that your mid player already lost a death or a kill towards the other side's mid lane. So Soda with the Mirana is actually technically beating a sniper, which is pretty special. And now that he's getting the boots and the circlets, or actually the Wraith Band as well, he's going to be even more difficult to kill this time.
Yeah, and the Mirana's actually doing quite a bit. I didn't expect it to do this well. It's not really a traditional mid hero anymore. She used to be pretty common. As we see, Hurley's going to get hunted down here on the bot lane. Arrow's going to start off with a slow, but yeah, he's dead very, very easily there.
Yeah, Pity once again no wards. He did have one, but then the sentries were, just in the favor of the Radiant side. So good job buying those sentries. Maybe that was the reason he couldn't afford the TP scrolls earlier.
And
I'm not too sure,
5-second
but
arrow.
the arrow hits. That's amazing, and that's a DD rune as well. So imagine how easy it is to take him down. The sniper basically gave up after that the stun decreased, so it's 2-0. The Mirana doing a lot of work. I mean, he's creating a meta right now. I'm sure if there are any spectators watching this, they would consider playing Mirana as a mid, maybe for the next few days.
Yeah, certainly for the next few days. So Soda doing That was actually.
I think your mic's off.
Damn it! Sorry about that stupid button. That doesn't work
All
very
good.
nicely. But yeah, it's just too easy. I don't know if the snipers should have some kind of vision. They have no vision on the wards. I mean, how is that possible? It's just like, what is this? What is this ward doing? What is it doing?
It's hitting again. Marana going in. He is going to right-click the hell out of Flace, but he does have the shrapnel this time, and is going to be luckily survived. But after this assassinate hits, and it does not kill Soda. Actually, very far from killing Soda. So good rotation, but Flace once again. I mean, it could have been 0-3 if it was not for Titan's TP scroll.
Yeah, and I mean, third time lucky on a TP scroll from a support. That's it's worrying. That should not be allowed, as Soda is going to have to run away. Flace is yeah, he's going to get ganked here. He's in big trouble if he gets caught out. The arrow comes out. Is it going to land? No, it's going to land on the ranged creep. But I mean, there we go. That's the difference in the support play at the moment, is that Berserk was extremely ready to try and take that fight with their supports rotating in, whereas it took 3 gank attempts before Titan decided that he maybe should have TP'd down there. And Titan's not even the best support to have TP'd. I mean, Dazzle should have a okay, but he has it now, but I mean, Dazzle, like, it's a core item on Dazzle almost in the first 5 minutes of the game. Get a TP scroll always, and Flace is going to get ganked in the mid lane.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow is just too strong. It's double the effects of a dust or a smoke, in my opinion. And this is as easy as it is. It's 0-3 on Flace mid player. Era gets a kill. That's okay, by the way, when he ganked the Batrider. But now, you know, you're trading 1 Batrider kill for 3 sniper kills mid. So that's definitely going towards BCK. And the ward disappeared over here. I want to mention about the ward. Okay, wait, by the way, this is Soda casually taking on Titan on support. He's going to go in. There we go. Another kill already. So casual. And then when Flace noticed, it's way too late. And he assassinates. But he's not going to be able to kill the Marana until he gets him low. They need to learn that.
Yeah, and DJRS is going to eat a death up on the top lane. The Cold Feet will proc. He's going to... Yeah, that was about all he could do there, is pop the cogs, but it did mean that he couldn't get away from the Cold Feet. So he's going to die as well. He has hit level 6. But, yeah, it's... I don't really know what they can do right now. They're losing all the lane... Well, sorry, they're losing every lane except the bottom one. But Legend is not farming as well as you'd hope at the moment. Batrider was able to get a kill as soon as he hit level 6, which means that his Blink Dagger is coming up a lot more quickly. I just want to just check. There's nothing on the courier at the moment. So Legend only has the phase boots. He looks like he's building drums now, which is odd. I don't know why he's going for the bracer. It's much better at this stage. Particularly from what I've seen at the pro level. And I mean, even in the SS scene, is to just go with the Mask of Madness. So I don't know why he's trying to build a little bit more tanky here. He really doesn't need it.
Yeah, that is very true. Mask of Madness, face boots, and then, you know, a Yasha, or that could go to either S and Y. But wow, Legends eating that arrow, that was pretty easy as well. And that's Hurley coming in. There is going to be some cask, but at level 3, it's not enough to take down 2 heroes. And casually eating a death is Titan the Witch Doctor, and there are 2 really low HP heroes. Legends in trouble. Is he able to TP away? But no, that arrow that is managed to precisely hit exactly where Juggernaut is, and that's 2-7 with only the Batrider to sacrifice. This is the safe lane Legends Juggernauts that you were talking about like 2 seconds ago. And meanwhile, Bobquill's almost dying, but it's okay because you just want to fight.
Yeah, I'm confused as to how Bobquills never seems to have mana on this Wraith King. It's like, every time I check, I'm like, he's gonna die, but no wait, he's got Reincarnation. And it's like, no wait, he doesn't have mana. How is that possible? He's got 1 skill to waste on mana, and he never seems to have it. So the Clock doing a good job of burning his mana and then trying to go in for the kill, but it's twice now that he's actually been caught out. And Bob Yule setting up for a gank here on Flace. I mean, this is an indication of how terrified the side of Berserk has made Flace. He's sitting behind his tower with nobody to be seen, and he's like, no, he wants no action. But of course, he does see that, so maybe that's why he was sitting behind the tower. But yeah, it's just like, he's terrified. He knows that he can't afford to give up any more kills. So Soda's just trying to get man mode up, and I don't know if that's the best idea. So he's taken quite a bit more damage than he was hoping for. And well played.
Oh.
Well
That's
flippin'
amazing.
played. Yeah, that's knowledge of your mechanics there, guys. That's how you know a man has been studying the game of Dota.
Good plays from Soda, definitely. Yeah, what you mentioned, it's how can you be so afraid if you've got a ward on the enemy's mid side? I mean, you've got the vision everywhere, and you got to stay behind your tower. You've got your boost of speed, you've got your ring of Aquila, but you know you should be halfway towards the Maelstrom or something already. Meanwhile, the top lane, Hurley, getting in big trouble, getting caught by 3 heroes, but he is going to be maybe able to get away, and that's DJRS able to get the hook shot and cogs in, but not managing to take down Hurley. And this is going to be the counter attack from the Dire side. There is the Grave. It might save DJRS for a few seconds, but in the end, I think both heroes are going to die. Oh, but no, the Witch Doctor is able to get the cask in, able to get a kill, maybe 2, but Bob Ills is going to suffer this time, but it is going to be the offlane for his support. Again, it's going to be in the favor of BZK, and as you said, it wasn't much from BZK, but that's because Wraith King didn't have the mana that you always said. It was really lucky for the Radiant side to give him some wand magic stick charges.
He's actually pretty aggressive, his Bob Quills. I mean, he does have the ulti up, but there's 3 heroes hanging around here, and he should realize something's up. And oh, once again, Soda denying the tower in the mid and getting a kill on Flace. This man and his Mirana is just stupidly good tonight.
Yeah, definitely Prem class. Could be taking on any team right now with that skill level, but yeah, I would lose the tower for 6 kills against a sniper. It's basically what every mid player is hoping for, but
he denied it as well.
Back whenever they want to.
He denied it as well, which is even worse, because it's like he TP'd in, denied it, and then killed the sniper. It's like, oh, you thought you had your tower? No, you did not have my tower.
That's the worst. Oh, big nightmare coming in. Maybe, oh, Era just dodging that arrow. He is going to get an assassinate. Where's the leap? That leap is going to cancel it. Man, this guy is on fire tonight.
Yeah, that Soda really is playing completely and utterly out of his skin tonight. Really well played. And I mean, if you look at Berserk's start to the season, it really hasn't been good. I think they're 0 for 3. So I mean, to see this level of skill out of Berserk, especially when they're sitting right at the bottom of the table, is, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but you wouldn't expect DUC to be getting outclassed this badly by Berserk. But I mean, they really have decided to show up tonight, and they are doing a wonderful job of controlling this game to a T.
Yeah, and it feels like for me that DUC have a lot of bad habits going on, like just being AFK jungling, AFK farming, not really doing anything like BZK are doing at this moment. As you saw, the rotations coming in from supports are just so much better for the Dire side. Oh, DGRS maybe spotting out the Batrider. It casts the rocket. There is no hook shot yet, but it's going to be a big fight coming in. A whirlwind from DUC Legends, maybe trying to get up a hero or two. The Omni Slash is not ready, but it's going to be a Witch Doctor ulti, but Mirana is able to get down a hero. The Witch Doctor ulti still carries on, but it's going to be too late. Dazzle's able to get up the Vengeful Spirit, but it's going to be a 3-for-1 after the death of the Witch Doctor. It's 4-13, and I don't know if this Dazzle is going to survive. They see a lot of pings, and Mirana is going to the enemy jungle right now to hopefully spot out a hero or two. If he's lucky, he's going to arrow the tower, but if he's not, I don't think they're able to get a hero.
Well, we'll see. Is he going to take the fish? No, he's not going to throw that fishing line. Unfortunately not. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why DUC decided to take a fight at that tower. Okay, we got multiple TPs in here, so they want some vengeance. It looks like Bob Quills is next on their list. The real Slim Scraddy is probably going to be the one dying in. Bob Quills is going to be the target. And he's going to go down. He's going to try and man mode up against Flace here. He's going to just start fighting, but the ulti comes out of Legend, and that will finish off the Wraith King. Up here, the real Slim Scraddy is surviving for quite a long time. Somehow, it actually gets the Cold Feet proc onto the DJRS, and Soda as well as Bob Yule's trying to fight this out. Soda will miss his first arrow, I think, or second arrow of the game, and that will just be the end of that fight. So DUC almost trading 2 for 0, but only getting the Wraith King in the end.
Yeah, I think that Wraith King should have been the one that survived, but oh well. I mean, I'd rather just lose one hero than two. So good escape from the Ancient Apparition, but that was also due to the help of Marana just getting in to be aggressive, as well as the Vengeful Spirits with the Wave of Terror. But yeah, it's 5-13. I mean, I would be glad if I was DUC to grab a kill off the other team's carry. But right now, if you check out the net worth, the Wraith King is still second top, just above his own, below his own teammates, the Murano with 6-4, and that's below him. The third place is the Juggernaut with 5-7. So even with that death, it's okay because he's got the Midas, and I think that he's ready for his next item. Which I don't know. I'm gonna need your opinion on this, but it could be the armlets, maybe.
No, it'll be a Blink Dagger. I'm pretty certain it'll be the Blink Dagger, because if you look at the way BZK is playing, they're getting hyper aggressive in your face, and they want to jump onto DUC and make certain that DUC is the one on the back foot the whole fight. So I'm pretty certain it's going to be that Blink Dagger there.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Especially just blinking into the sniper, for example, into his range and just smack him down with the rest of his supports helping you out. But yeah, he's trying to farm up, I guess. He's going to go aggressive. Maybe like, what the hell? But the blink stick from sniper. Blink stick after boots of speed on a sniper. Not the cleverest move, but he's going to be able to escape. Well, not anymore with the Flace blinking in. He is going to die so fast because he only has the boots of speed. May be able to survive. Nope, the Bat Rider is able to take him down with the Flame Break. And that's it. That's losing a carry for his support once again towards BZK, and yeah, it's down to a 4v4 fight if they want to fight, but I don't really think so. Maybe Legends in the top river, trying to do something. He's going to get the Night Soda, grabbing that bouncy rune, so I think they're... Yeah, DUC is going to have to play a bit passive like last game, but, you know, not to the extent that they lose the game eventually as well.
Yeah, you see, the problem is DUC is stuck in this exact same situation that they were last game. They need farm on their cores, but they can't find farm on their cores. It looks like, okay, no, Legend is going to grab himself an easy kill here, but they are going to pop the ulti as well. That is just quick thinking there by the side of BZK to use that. And well, it looks like they're going to try and turn it around onto Legend. I don't know if they actually have it. He does have the ulti up as well as a haste rune, so I don't know what they're going to be able to work with here.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get spots out. Yep, the Dire Side creeps, or the Radiant Side creeps, able to see something over there. But yeah, I think with their Sniper and the Juggernauts, they can easily take down the Marana as well as an Ancient Apparition, but that did not happen. I think they decided to play really passively while Legend farms up the next item, whatever it could be after the Drums of Endurance. But top lane, as you're spectating right now, it's going to be DJRS. I think just waiting for the next move to see who's going to get the hookshot on. But, you know, for me, if you hookshot on anybody, the other two is just going to go gank you, and you are going to die really quick. So that's a whole lot of passive plays from DUC.
Yeah, and we do have the Blink Dagger now coming out for that Wraith King, so Berserk is going to just, you know, their initiating power just increases the whole time. I don't really know why he swapped the Stout Shield instead of, or why he swapped the Quelling Blade instead of the Stout Shield. The Quelling Blade is going to help him farm a lot quicker than the Stout Shield will help him defend at this stage of the game. But yeah,
well,
small things.
For me, yeah, there's a sniper for me that only has a boost of speed. With that Stout Shield, he's barely going to do anything against the Wraith King. So it's a 50-50. You either farm quicker or you defend yourself against a very weak DPSing DUC team at this rate.
Yeah, I don't know. I would take the farming quicker. I mean, Bob Quills is going to be the one that they're relying on to be the frontline tank. So if you can farm and oh, what an arrow!
Amazing. That was out of the blues. I don't think he didn't have any vision at all. He managed to arrow from the jungle over here to manage to take him down by the tower. That's next level. I don't know how he saw that. Yeah,
that was blind. That was completely and utterly blind. He does not have any wards watching that area. I don't know. There's no words for what Soda is doing right now. In comes another arrow.
Accuracy! Oh, that was close, but I'll give him that. He was close enough. But the Invis Rune, he is going to be invisible right now. I don't think they see Flace at this moment, but as soon as that auto attack starts going, he'll be in big trouble. But yeah, the Moonlight Shadow got into waste, but wow, it's going to be Soda being aggressive once again. He is got no mana to do anything else. He does have the drums, maybe just help out the teammates, but instead they are going to play a little bit more passive this time, unless they grab a kill. I think, yeah, Vengeful Spirit is ready. Everybody's just ready. It's just that Soda, he only has enough mana for, let's say, an arrow. Oh, Hurley, he blinks in, does not get a... Oh, he does get a grab in the end. And it's going to be RIP Legends so quick with the Ancient Apparitions, ulti bring in, and that's the Clockwork as well. He's in big trouble. It's going to be Bob Eels, maybe with the Moonlight Shadows going to help him save him. But yeah, Titan's dead, Dazzle's dead, and it's going to be the death of Clockwork. And the only surviving hero is Flace, without anything to do. Blink Stick, stun, and maybe the team wipe. There we go, it's 6-20, 19 minutes into the game, and the tier 1 goes down in the top lane for the Radiant side. A total nightmare, man.
Yeah, this is just berserk styling on DUC now. They took a fight there that kind of messy. I have absolutely no idea why Legend decided to get that aggressive, because he knew that there was more than one hero there. So spinning in like that, I mean, he basically spun right as the Batrider jumped in. The Batrider was like, okay, let me run away because I'm taking damage. And then he's like, oh, wait a minute. My whole team's here. Let me just pop ulti and pull the Juggernaut in and get him killed. It was like, I don't know, DUC is taking fights that they really shouldn't be. I don't know what's going through their heads when they decided to take that engagement, but it's really not going well for them. And we now see a what is it? A diffusal blade coming out for Legend here. I'm confused. I don't know what he's buying. I don't know why he's buying it either. Soda is going to miss with his fishing rod, and that'll be that for the moment. Hurley is going to get spotted out here, I think, and he's looking for another kill. He does have the ulti up, and Legend has spotted him, so he's going to have to make a move here. And there we go. Quick thinking and quick fingers will result in a kill on the Juggernaut again. He's going to pop the ulti, sorry, the spin, but that should be enough to finish him off. Titan, they're going to have to try and do a little bit more damage here. They will finish him off, but DJRS is not going to be able to catch Hurley inside those cogs, and Era is forced to pop the grave, and he should be eating a death here. Soda's just going to hunt him down. Will the creeps help out? Yes, they will. The neutrals are deciding to help out a little bit, and Soda calling it out there for a good job. But that's another 3 for 0 in the end. And do you see Reigns? It's ugly, man.
Firstly, it feels like that good job was so sarcastic. I think he's just angry he didn't get the kill, but in the end, it was pretty good for the Dazzle to out-juke him and managing to get that death in the jungle. Well, whoa, up top, yep, there we go, with Flace. What can you do if you only have a power treads 22 minutes in against a Blink Dagger battle against a Wraith King? You are going to lose. Yep, well, personally, it's a 2-0 for DUC at this rate, because they can't even win this team fight. There is no Omni Slash or whatever, because Batrider is just going to take you out. The arrow hits, it takes half of Era's HP, and he's got nothing to do about it. There we go, that's a death, and that's Titans as well. Titans sleeping the tower. I mean, if his friend got arrowed, something's obviously wrong, but he just stayed around and just prayed for the best. But it's 6-26 now. I mean, to come back, Legend's gonna pull off amazing Juggernaut plays, but with that diffusal where you were so questionable about, and I'm questioning it too, because that diffusal's obviously not gonna help almost anything. You know, it cancels out to a repel from Omni Knights. That's all I know.
No, well, I mean, look, the diffusal is pretty good, but there's nothing that he's going to be wanting to use it on. So why buy it? I mean, it gives a lot of agility. I'll give him that much, but it's not worth it in my opinion. It's like you're buying something that doesn't give you any sort of survivability outside of armor up against a team that doesn't really look to do massive amounts of physical damage anyway. I mean, right now, most of the damage comes primarily from the magical aspect, with the Ancient Apparition doing a bit, Mirana obviously with the arrow, and the Batrider fire. So I have no idea why Legend is being allowed to buy that. I mean, I think he is the captain of the team, but really, just one of the players on DUC should really say, like, you know, man, don't buy that. Buy something that can help us right now. You know, a Sanj and Yasha right now would be much better than the diffusal. It gives him more maneuverability. It gives him more survivability in the team fights. I don't know. It almost seems as though, like, DUC is on tilt, and Legend is just like the best example of it on the team at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but maybe the diffuser was there to take out the stun from the Sacred Arrow or something.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not going to be saving anybody. That's the thing. I mean, the Juggernaut is not the one. If the stun lands on one of your other heroes, it should be up to your supports to be doing the saving, not for Legend. Legend's the one who needs to be doing the damage there, and unfortunately nothing's actually happening. He's going to get caught out here by the Bat Rider, and DGRS is going to whiff the ult a little bit, and Bob Quilts will go down as the ulti comes out of DUC Legend, and he will get killed there onto the Vengeful Spirit. That should indicate Berserk just retreating, and Legend wants to get involved.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest mistake. Bob Quills has a reincarnation, which I don't think they know because he died, yeah, but that's still in ages, and I don't think that DUC has the knowledge of that. I don't know what's going on, but Hurley is going to get hurt now, but he is going to help out the Wraith King, managing to take down the Juggernauts, and that's 2 kills straight up for just a Vengeful Spirit. Hurley in big trouble again. Flace doesn't have enough mana or cooldown to take down the Bat Rider, but look at this Wraith King go. There is nothing to help him out. His teammate's arrow might stun him. I'm just joking, but yeah, it's going to be Soda just blinking in with a Starstorm. It does not get Flace, but if it did, it would have been like maybe a team wipe or something, with the Dazzle also helping out the Sniper. But Bob Quills, he is dying, you know, he died twice already. It could be his 3rd time if he's not careful, but yeah, it's okay because wow, they lost an offlaner support as well as the captain for just a Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's like, again, it's just DUC's taking these fights, these very, very odd fights that I have no idea why they would be doing that. It mystifies me every time they do it, and like sitting that far up when you have that little HP and you know, moving forward, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why they're doing it, but it's not working.
It's not working at all. I mean, I don't even have. If I was a DUC player right now, I don't know what I can do. I mean, I'm being pushed out so far right now, and it doesn't matter what lane I go to. The supports on the other team are just going to cover up that lane and will try to destroy you. Hurley is just straight up going into it as well. There's the assassinate ready, but the arrow straight up after the teamwork of the lasso is able to easily take him down. He casts the Omni Slash, the captain, but what after that? He tries to defusal and kill the Hurley Bat Rider, but there is nothing to follow up. I don't know if you saw the lasso arrow, but that was amazing play.
Yeah, well, I mean, with Soda playing as well as he is now, that's pretty much to be expected. They obviously planned it out. We're going to see another missed arrow, so Morano's starting to rack them up now a bit, but he's landed, I think, enough spectacular ones to have made up for a couple of misses here. As it looks like Bob Quills, he does have the ulti up, so he's going to just start focusing on this bottom tower and force DUC to actually come and deal with him here.
Basically, I don't know. We could see maybe some challenges, but I see you're focusing on Sniper right now. He's gotten the Mithril Hammer, which is, I think he's just enough to get the recipe for Maelstrom. He's actually still 70 away. I would be so sad if I was him, because now you get back into Fountain for nothing. I mean, he's got to get back into it and just hope for that 50 gold for the Maelstrom. But yeah, that's the Wraith King jump in again. He's got the Mjolnir, taking up so much damage. I think Sniper is trying to do something, but yeah, nothing can happen. Dark Legends has nothing on that Omni Slash. It's on cooldown. Bob Kills is still alive, and a slow is going to slow some heroes, but Soda is going to be the tank for this. Legends still trying to get back, and there's the stun, as well as a nice save from Dazzle. And that's not enough because Bob uses swap, and the rest of the team is just going to burst the team down, except for the Dazzle, who is helpless right now while they take down the tier 2 tower. It could be a bottom Rex right now, don't you think? Because the Sniper's dead, the Jug is dead.
Yeah, it's almost certainly buyback right now. Buyback status, we've only got a buyback on the Jugger. But yeah, I mean, this is just turning into a massacre now. BZK are just starting to run over DUC. I mean, there's slight trades, 1 or 2 heroes going down for BZK in the fights, but there's nothing that they can really do. Yeah, BZK is just completely outstyling DUC tonight.
Yeah, and that's it. There's the range barracks going down as well for the bottom. So that's already it, and it's going to be 1 second, and then everybody's back for DUC side. What they can do is, I don't know, man. Just try the smoke gang, take down the Mirana, because Mirana is 16 for 0. So imagine how much gold the sniper can get out of that. I think it's not even a maelstrom; it's a straight Mjolnir if that happens. But they're gonna have to do something. I mean, assassinate is easily cancelled by the leap, as well as the supports. They do have the smoke, they do have swap, so it's not gonna be easy. Assassinate is casted on I don't know what he did. I think it was on the Vengeful Spirit, but yeah, it's level 2, so 10-second or 15-second cooldown on the ulti, so it's not too bad. Wow, I really have no plan for DUC. I feel sorry.
Yeah, it comes down to their draft though, and that's the problem, is that like their draft, it doesn't allow for them to have a bad early game, because the Juggernaut now has absolutely nothing. The clock really wasn't getting much done up on the top lane there, and the sniper, he got absolutely owned in the mid lane by Soda. I mean, that guy just had his number every single time. And I mean, look, this game is clearly Soda's, so he's the MVP without a doubt. But you know, if the rest of DUC had been able to do something up against the rest of them, and DUC is actually going to get caught out. Bob Yules will swap out his Ancient Apparition, and they will trade 1-for-1 in the end. And not really worth it. We've got another arrow. Who's it going to land on? Nobody. Flace is going to get caught out by the Bat Rider, and that should be a death on the sniper there. And the Bobcalls will jump ahead. 2-shot the Witch Doctor to finish him off. And Era will just walk his way away from the battleground once again, as the tier 2 in mid is going to go down now to Berserk.
Yeah, well, some of the cons have 100% error rates. I think it's a bit impossible. So there is those RNG moments where, you know, he tries to get these arrows in, but unfortunately does not hit. But meanwhile, you see Legends, I think, try to, once again, he was OD last game and tries to rat it out pretty slowly, as you said, and he's doing the same this game. There's no way for the Juggernauts up top to out push anything until he gets a Desolator or something, like how Eternal Envy did it against LGD, but that's not happening clearly this game. So it's 37-8, and 2 Raxes are down in the favor of BZK.
And he's gonna die here. Bat Rider's ready for him. Is he gonna jump? Yeah, there we go, and he's dead.
That basically summarizes the fight. I'm not even gonna say anything, because that was basically it. I mean, he failed to take down this tower, stood around in the jungle for absolutely no reason. I mean, he could have just teleported out before the guys retreated from the mid-racks. So, once again, it's 30 kills ahead for BZK. 16-0, just alone on the Mirana. And then that's 10-1 on Vivid, aka Bob Quills, this game on the Wraith King, who has an Abyssal Blade right now, along with a Mjolnir. So, he's really formed.
Yeah, he is extremely fat on this Wraith King now, and he's pretty much, I wouldn't say quite unkillable, because he doesn't have that much HP and his armor is pretty low, but with the quick rotations from Berserk always being around, they've been really good at you know, always being available for one of their teammates. And DJRS is going to go there, and again there we see a quick rotation out, sorry, a quick swap out from Bob Yules, and the trade kill onto the DJRS before anything else can happen. But that's what I'm saying. Every single time DUC has tried to jump onto one of BZK, you know, there's been another hero there hanging around to actually grab him, and Flace is going to get caught out by Hurley with the ulti, and Soda is going to pick up probably a tower here, or is he going to... No, Bob Quills will come in and steal that last hit. Fishing arrow not going to land on anything.
It's scary. It's so scary to see the stats when you check your net worth. The Ancient Apparition has more net worth than a sniper. That just explains the game at this moment. But the GG's called unlucky drafting by DUC, and that's the casual Omni Slash. But good game to BZK, and I hope both teams do better, or good luck further for the rest of their DGL games.
Yeah, Berserk picking up their first win here in the DGL Premier League, and a pretty damn impressive win as well. 2-0 over DUC, and complete control for both games.
Of course, this is Reigns and FTV, Reigns and Prophecy for FTV, and we hope to see you soon. I think we're going to cast tomorrow again.
Yeah, we're doing another game tomorrow. Also DGL Premier League, so you guys can catch us then. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, guys. Goodbye.